Quick content warning, we hear zombies going on. We're not classified as family friendly, and our content is not meant for young viewers and or children. This video stream may contain profanity, crude humor, and other humor may be appropriate for children under the age of 14. Your discretion is strongly advised. Or, in other words, listen to the man!
Don't let your kids watch it!
Hello, everyone. I hope you're well rested, well caffeinated, and have yourselves a good day. I hope that you've got your totally not, mind-altering, hallucinogenic, doohickey mabob coffee. I'm hoping you're drinking coffee that's not contaminated with things that would make you definitely want to join my cult. There you go. Completely nailed it. First try. Got the landing on that one. But yes, how do you all do? How are all of you lovely peeps? What have you been up to today? What kind of trouble and mischief have you gotten into today? What chaos are you going to bring upon me this stream? I have no idea, but we're going to find out. What's up? What it is? What it be? What it do? I need a nap. It has been an interesting day as far as news is concerned. Have me concerned for a second. I mean, that's pretty much like my MO for everybody. I have everyone concerned. Even when I try not to, I do. Yes, I have eaten today. Totally don't think our sheep is in wolf's clothing. Yeah, no, our sheep, he's fine. He's absolutely A-okay. But yes, so how's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? Just chilling, played some Final Fantasy Renaissance earlier. I need to actually look into that. I haven't had a chance to actually look into that yet. You worried me there for a minute, dude. I was like, they did what to your cat? No! Woo! Had me upset for a minute. I was concerned. I was worried. There we go. Make sure everything's set up. Also, what's up, Hazard Spaghetti? I started times in Minecraft earlier. Half of them from a friend accidentally lighting me on fire with their hands. How do they manage that? And tomorrow I'm going to go to a cafe on campus that I haven't tried yet. Do it! Go get yourself some delicious coffee. Hopefully not mind-altering. But also hopefully mind-blowing. Unless you're watching anything from the boys, then maybe not mind-blowing. I just finished the spin-off series for the boys tonight. I finished Gen V tonight, and I don't know how I feel about that ending. I don't. Animal control is run by the police, and they offer $5 rabies shots, which are needed for licensing. Gotcha. Bamboo rum? I'm not familiar with that one. Don't have any Coke though. Sad. Mizu, you already knew I was watching Gen V. I haven't started the new season, because it's not out yet. But you already knew I was watching that. Gen V was really good, and the ending was a cliffhanger. The ending, like, I loved everything up until that ending. And now I'm torn, because it is a good cliffhanger of an ending. But at the same time, like, I also am agitated by it. Pretty good rum, very caramelly. Now, see, I've been watching through the original series of The Boys with Mizu lately. We're most of the way through season 1. I've already watched all of The Boys. I'm waiting for the next season to come out. Because I watched it, I've been watching it as it comes out. It was great. I think it's going to tie in the next season of The Boys. It is most definitely going to be tying in the next season. Like, it has to. It absolutely has to. Hello, Siren! How are you? Welcome! Yes, we are playing the Lamb game. We're playing the Lamb game while also, like, ranting about a series I was watching earlier today. Like, I liked the entirety of the series. I liked how it played out. I liked how the powers played out. I liked how they ran with it. I liked the story, how it kept you, like, guessing all the way up until the end. Like, it did well. I was impressed with it, but that ending bothers me. It doesn't bother me as I thought it was going to, because, like, as soon as I saw, like, one thing happen, people who saw it know exactly what I'm talking about, I got really mad! And then when I saw that it was leading into something else, like, oh, okay. Trying to talk about this without spoiling it for people that haven't seen it. Because Mizu hasn't seen it yet. I'm trying to get Mizu caught up for that one so we can watch the new season when it drops. Because the new season is dropping very soon. So I'm trying to get her caught up so we can watch the new season together when it drops. We're also, thanks to the Chucky DLC coming out, we'll be watching through Chucky movies tonight, as well as eventually probably the Chucky series, because I gotta get caught up on that. I'm finally going through and trying to get caught up on a lot of stuff. Sorry, what have you been up to, my friend? I hope you're well. I haven't watched The Boys. I've been too busy watching Suits. The Boys is so good. The Boys is like a what the fuck kind of a trip all the way through. And I do really, really like that it is, I do really like that it's dramatically different than the comic. Like, if you've read the comic, because I discovered the comic after the series. Like, I wasn't one of those people that, like, started with the comic and went into the TV series. I started with the TV series, fell in love with it, went to read the comic. I've read all the way through it, and it is a night and day difference. Like, Jesus Christ. So don't expect to go into one and the other one be the same. On the contrast to that, Mizu and I just watched... Mizu and I just watched the first episode of the second season of Invincible, as well as they just got to see the Adam Eve special that came on in between, and that has been nuts. I think the second episode of it just dropped. If it hasn't, it's about to, and we need to watch it when it does. Because that, Invincible, is amazing. Now, that's one that, like, follows the comics for the most part. It changes a few things here and there, but the things it changes, it was done with the original writer of its comic. And what it changes, it does well for pacing, and what it doesn't change, it fits very well. Let's watch Invincible Season 2. Definitely do. So I got my flu shot today. How are you feeling after that? Still fragile due to stuff I quietly mentioned, but I'm letting the waves do what they need to and surrounding myself in comfort. The new League of Legends boy band has been keeping me going. They have a boy band now? Oh, no. Tell me about this. Send me info on this. I needs info. I needs it. Heartsteel is the band. Okay, so like send me something on this so I can actually watch it. Leg is still a little sore, understandable. I saw you got some Minecraft amiibos though. That was cool. But yeah, no, like if you haven't watched Invincible Season 2 yet, watch it. It's not got like the most like super like strong like takeoff like the original series had. Like, it's not like just like hitting the wall like a Mack truck like the original one is, but given how long it's been between seasons, I like how they're handling it. And it definitely gives you a lot. It fills you in on a lot of stuff you need to know, both from a recap perspective as well as for stuff that happens in between. When Target has seen them, I know that our GameStop around here apparently still has them. I just don't like going into GameStop. Should have been an appointment for a flu shot at some point. I know that I'll probably have to plan for it to be when I have at least a few days off of work in case I get flu like last time. Definitely don't want to get the flu like last time. Get your shot. But no, I have been like I've been finally catching up on media I've been missing. I've been finally catching up on stuff, so I'm very excited for that. The Boys being a big one for me, because I was originally like I was just kind of like out of the loop for Gen V, and I finally watched it and was severely impressed by it. One sec. But yes. Also, we has game. We has game I want to play. I haven't played this one yet. It has been on my radar for a long time. I finally got a copy of it. I was going to play it during October, but I had so much stuff to play. I've got a long list of stuff I'm finally getting to catch up on. We're going to be finishing Resident Evil 4 soon. There's going to be more Dead by Daylight coming to the channel because I'm excited for Chucky, as well as I've just been in a very big Dead by Daylight mood. I've been playing a lot in my off time over the past few days, and remembering how much I actually enjoy that game, even if the community is absolutely ballistic. You can catch up on media I haven't watched yet. I have a massive backlog. Man, same. My backlog on both games and media is absurd. Like, I need to catch up on a lot of anime I haven't watched, because I haven't watched most of the new anime this season. I started watching Zon 100, was really excited for it, and then it took hiatus, and I got real upset. The problem with me playing catch-up a lot is that I'm playing catch-up while I'm also having to help Mizu also play catch-up, because they've also missed a lot of stuff recently due to all the stuff we've had to do. So we're both having to play catch-up, and we're both at different points for each thing we're catching each other up on. So, like, I'm all over the place. Yes, the return to the realm. Yes, I'm especially excited since they added Chucky. Chucky's going to be, like, a lot of fun. Like, I think Chucky's going to be, like, an absolute blast to play. And to play more of. But no, but yeah, so, like, catching up on everything has just been, like, ridiculous. Because, like, I've been trying to catch up on stuff, while trying to catch them up on stuff, while they're trying to catch me up on stuff, while we're both having to work, and we're both having to get stuff done. So, like, I'm having, like, okay, so, like, to explain the setup here now, I am actually running a new computer program to help me do multiple things all at the same time, because that's how far this has gone. That's what we're doing now. As well as trying to get StreamerBot running so I can have everything for the card system running fairly soon. I'm running a new program to, like, fully organize everything. I'm running a program, and don't take this out of context for the love of fucking God. I'm running a new program called Power Toys, which allows me to do a lot more, because, like, you know how, like, in Windows 10, like, you can do, like, divide your screen in half by going, okay, put this application over here, put this application over here. Well, with this new application I'm running, I literally can divide each one of my screens into, like, 6 separate portions. So I have, like, one chat here and then another chat here whenever I have Panda live or anybody else live with me. Then I have my OBS down underneath this on this screen. Then on this screen, I have literally 6 things pulled up at a time, which are usually YouTube with all my information. I have another chat window up here so I can read while playing my game now. I have a folder with anything I need to grab from it, as well as a sticky note underneath that so I can get to anything I need on there. Then I have Discord over here, and I have my wavelink over here for all my audio noises and all this, that, and the other. So that's 1, 2, 3 screens with at least 3 things on this one, 3 things on this one, and 6 things on this one. And then, to top it all off, what am I watching my media from whenever I'm working on everything? Not any of these monitors. I've got my freaking, I've freaking got my, my Amazon Echo unit underneath my monitor, playing whatever media that I'm trying to catch up on, at the same time of having 1, 2, 3 things here, 6 things here, and 3 things over here at any given point in time. Because when I'm not streaming, so if I have my chat windows pulled up, I have things I'm doing for taking notes that I want to be working on for later. I'm now even taking additional notes. Now taking additional notes for things like, what's going on? Sorry, my thing said, like, I was, like, I had no connection for a second. I was panicking. All we're missing is Subway Surfers. Wait, what are we wait, what? I feel like I've missed something, because I know you said something earlier and I missed it. What you're saying is you need another monitor for more... Honestly, yes! I do, but, like, I can honestly do everything I have with all the monitors I have here. I pulled the YouTube video off of my computer screen to put it on my Echo unit, just so I could have just so I would have something that wasn't on screen at the same time. I'm sorry, I have to say this. It seems like Power Toys really vibes with you. I hate that! But like it has literally like like I hate to admit it, but yeah, it does honestly. It has kind of like completely revolutionized like how I do anything for stream. I can have everything put up all at once and be like moving everything around, and it has made my productivity go through the roof. I've got some stuff I'm working on that is hopefully going to be something you're going to enjoy soon. I'm working on some stuff. I keep saying I'm working on some stuff, but I'm working on some stuff. I'm working on some stuff with a lot of stuff going on in my background right now. So hopefully, as things start to clear up and things start to kind of like calm down a bit, I think things are going to be kind of neat. Dropped an envelope of information in the DMs about a new League Boy band. I'll look at it after stream just because I've got a lot we're going to go over today while we're playing this. And if I get to play the Lamb game, which I've been wanting to play for a hot minute. One of the things that is coming, like, I was going to have this going off this weekend, but I can't. I cannot have it going off this weekend. I just don't have the time and the resources to make it happen this weekend. It's going to happen next week. We are going to start streaming both onto Twitch and to YouTube. Cult of the Lamb is part of the reasoning for that. I just didn't want to keep pushing it back because I keep promising this game and I hadn't got a chance to play it. So I'll go ahead and start it, but next time we play it, we will also be streaming on Twitch because it also has some Twitch connectivity things you can do with it. So we're going to be doing both Purple Sight and Red Sight at the same time. So that should be fun. We are also going to be doing that because next week I have something that's going to be very, very neat and nifty added to stream that'll give you guys stuff to play with. It's not actually giving you guys stuff to play with. What it is it's improving everything I've given you guys. Because you know how like everything I give you guys, for the most part, it works, and then all of a sudden one of the programs like kind of like just like shits the bed out of nowhere. This is what I'm doing with this is supposed to help that. It's supposed to help fix and alleviate those problems a lot. So all the tools and toys and weird shit I've given you guys to play with is about to get a massive upgrade. So it's not anything new, but it's going to feel new. Because it's going to be working in a completely different way. I wish there were two of me to work on this at the same time. Because it is a lot. Because I'm having to literally rebuild everything from the fucking ground up to do it. Utilize the Twitch stuff. Yes! And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. The main reasoning why I'm doing both is not... It's not for like, oh, I need to get myself out there. That will help. That will. It's just how that works. It's not so I can just get myself out there. Oh, so I can have increased revenue. Because I'm not planning on doing affiliate stuff with Twitch. At least not at this moment. Like, I'm not planning on doing a lot of that extra stuff with Twitch. I'm literally using it so I have access to a better tool for you guys. That's literally it. It's literally so I can cheat some things... so it can still work here on YouTube the way I want it to. Now, if I meet new peeps over on Twitch and we have some fun over there, I'll probably do some stuff that'll be, like, extra fun for Twitch peeps. But the main reason, I have to be transparent with you guys, the absolute main reason why I'm using Twitch is literally as I'm using it as a workaround to make a lot of toys work that don't work properly right now. Because that's the one problem I have with YouTube, is that YouTube's streamer, streamer tool connectivity is butt cheeks. Every time I turn around, YouTube's doing something to that hinders one of the programs that they already said, yeah, it works for it. So, like, we're fixing some stuff around. So, we're going to use Purple Sight to cheat. Hard. Just use the Shadow Clone Jutsu zombies. Easy, easy, easy. So yeah, we're working on some stuff today. Ooh, we're working on some stuff today. On top of that, I'm also, like, I'm gonna, like, before I jump into the game, before I go off on all this today, I'm just gonna say something because I feel like I get a chance to brag for once, because I don't get to brag often, because usually I'm not very proud of the shit that I do, but I am very proud of me in my thumbnail game right now. My last few thumbnails have been completely on point. I'm very excited for me. What is up, Papa Phantom? How are you? And hello, High Lord Zart! Streams are still not the main focus for them, it seems, but at least getting better. Well, somewhat. YouTube, that is. Yeah, see, I agree. It's like they were going to give us a lot of stuff, and they started giving us a lot of stuff. Then all of a sudden, they changed direction because they decided to do a lot of stuff for shorts. And when they started doing stuff for shorts, they went hard into, oh, we're going to focus that down. And they put all the time and resources that they were working on for extra streamer stuff into that. Now, they've given us a few streamer tools that make us closer to some of the things that people would expect to see over on Twitch. Not everything, but they've given us a few things. I wish they would give us more. One of the things I want them to give us is actually something that Kyle has mentioned before, as well as other peeps in here have mentioned, is that what I wish they would do is something that YouTube does for subscribers over on Twitch. If you sub on Twitch, they remove ads for the people who are members of a channel, for people who are subscribers of a Twitch channel. I wish they would do that over here on YouTube. I know the reason why they're not doing it because they want people to buy YouTube Premium. If you have YouTube Premium, if you want me to be honest, YouTube Premium is technically the cheaper way to do things, especially from like a viewer standpoint. If you have YouTube Premium, say you have like 8 YouTubers that you love to watch live stream, but you're tired of getting ads and you want to support all of them. Well, the more financially fiscal way for you guys would be technically YouTube Premium, and that's what YouTube wants you to do, is YouTube Premium. Because it does technically support the person you're watching, though be it nowhere near as much as a membership would, and it gives you no ads across all of them. So you pay like, I think it's like $15 a month now because they increased it, which sucks. And then bam, you get no ads across everybody you watch, and they get a little bit of support, versus doing the member thing where they can go like, okay, well, if you're a member of this channel, you get no ads on this channel. But for them as a whole, that's, since it's so much cheaper than getting premium, they're not going to do that. Because like a lot of us, like we have like $5 membership tier, that's so much cheaper for you guys. If you only have like one channel you like, that why would you need premium? So I want them to do that. It would be an amazing thing for them to do, but they're not going to do it. Or if they do, it's not coming for a long time. Been trying to improve my YouTube thumbnail game too. I have been working on my thumbnails for a very, very long time, and I go through and I change my style quite often. My current style is actually, I can't take full credit for my current style. My current style is actually also partially thanks to Joel. I went to Joel back in, I think it was like September. I think it was like early September. And talked to him, and we started making base templates for my thumbnails. So that's for the border and some of the extra designs, and how the new text stylings are for. That's where all of that stuff is from, and then like everything else has been what I've been doing. But the basis for mine, the base template for mine is mostly thanks to Joel. I will say that if you're working on making good YouTube thumbnails, get yourself a base idea of give yourself a template to give yourself a base idea of what you're going to be making every single time. You want to at least have like a basic you want to have a basic style that is your own, so people can recognize it when they see it. Wish YouTube would give mods a menu like Twitch that shows stuff like viewer list, separating flagged posts from chat and stuff like that. I really wish they would too. For the love of God, I wish they would too. And what is up, Nevilas? How are you? How's your cult? Make up a god. Convince like 5 people and tell them to spread the word. 3, profit. I really am liking what I'm doing with my style thumbnails. I like the font I'm beginning to make a part of my brand, and how I work with any kind of text in the thumbnails. It really helped. Definitely. My brain stopped. Text is like one of the biggest things I've had to learn. Like your text and your font are like massive. You're gonna have if you're gonna have a font, if you're gonna have like text in it at all, that's a really big part of it. Is finding the right one that fits, and if you can make it on point or on brand, it's even better. My thumbs are fire. Wink, wink. Yep, Pandas went through a recent rework as well, because I rebuilt Panda's thumbnails from the ground up recently. Also, hello Panda, how are you? And I think they're turning out pretty good. I like the latest one I did for them for the Chucky one. So I've been trying to not rely as much on additional text, only my username and game logos. Okay. So something so quick like YouTuber-y thing that might help you guys out when it comes to the thumbnail. Quick YouTuber-y thing here. Let me pull this in here. Something I'm learning a lot, and it's going to differ from person to person. Sometimes you need to add this. It's going to depend on your template. But for me personally, and this is going to be the same way for everybody because Panda is an example of how this is the exact opposite. Because when I don't add this to Panda's viewership's nowhere near, or their click-through rate's not as good. But what I've had to learn how to do is, when it comes to, like, this thumbnail from tonight, I take things that are iconic for this game, but I don't put the title in it. I put something, like, simple, catchy, like, grabby, like, how to start a cult. And I put that in there instead of putting the title in the thumbnail, and that seems to help out a lot for me personally. Now, as I said, it's not going to be the case with everybody, because like with Pandas, like I did one for Panda recently, and that would be this one. And with this one, putting this in here makes it a lot more on point for what it is. And the reasoning for that is because of the asset I used for Chucky to show what it was from. But just putting this in here, just putting Chucky in here for this, it could have been for anything. Because I didn't use the official Dead by Daylight art for Chucky in this one. So that could have been Chucky anything. It could have been Chucky Lore Dive, could have been Chucky Video, could have been something about like just like the history of Chucky, something like that. So I needed something to like show it was a Dead by Daylight thing. Versus like something like this with How to Start a Cult. Everyone knows it's Cult of the Lamb. This is going to be Cult of the Lamb. It's going to be something that if anybody who's interested in Cult of the Lamb is going to see this, they're probably going to want to click it if they are interested in Cult of the Lamb. The reason why my Dead by Daylight thumb doesn't have the Dead by Daylight logo in it is because I have Dwight in it, which is like one of the more iconic characters for Dead by Daylight, as well as it has parts from the production material for promotional material for Chucky being added to Dead by Daylight. So it's going to differ depending on what assets you're using to make your thumbnails, or if you're drawing them yourself, if you're drawing all the things yourself. And then, like, for this one, to make sure it was completely recognizable, I made a new border. I put the blood on the border, so like the Good Guys box. I made a Good Guys box, which this Good Guys box is taken from like modifying like 4 different Good Guys boxes together to make this one, and then I put Dwight in it. So like when it comes down to it, it's going to be finding out what you can utilize for it. When you put text on there, it needs to be something very short, sweet, and to the point. If you can, differentiate your title in the stream a little bit from it. You can't always do that, and I'm someone who needs to do that more often, but kind of differentiate your title a little bit from the titling you're going to be putting into the thumbnail. I probably would shy away from putting the game in the thumbnail, like the games like say you're playing like Omega Strikers, and you put a character from Omega Strikers right on it. That's recognizable. Anybody who likes Omega Strikers is going to click that video. You don't need to put the title Omega Strikers in it. Put the character. It's more recognizable. It's going to be more recognizable to people looking for it. And it makes it look less like an advertisement. And that's the big trick, is you don't want... Your thumbnail needs to be something that people want to click on. People don't want to click on an ad. They see the title of the object on there, like they see like Omega Strikers, and it's just the Omega Strikers logo on there. A lot of times they're not going to click on it if they already see the character on it, because then it just looks like an ad. If you're going to put the title on there from the game, then you've got to do something that differentiates it. Like with Pandas, it was putting it up there with the Chucky logo and showing, hey, look, this is a cross between these two properties. But if you don't have something like that going on in it, then you want to remove the logo from it. Let myself put the subject of main focus in front of any text I added. That is something that, like, I've been experimenting with. I have been experimenting with that on and off throughout the years, because, like, I've seen some people do it. I've seen other people that don't. What Starlight Siren just mentioned is, and I know this is supposed to be called a lamb stream. I promise going to play the game soon. But, like, talking, like, YouTuber shopping stuff is always fun. What they just mentioned is, like, say, okay, so I got Chucky here, and he's a big center focus item. He's main subject. You can actually put him in front of text. It can make text completely illegible, but people will learn to read, have learned to read between the lines. And I've seen this with bigger YouTubers. I've seen it used a lot with bigger YouTubers, and it worked relatively well. I used to do it during my Spider-Man streams. I've done it during a few other ones. You can put them in there in front of the text, but if you do that, your text needs to be minimal. Like, we're talking super minimal. Something that, like, they can see, like, the first letter and the last letter of it, and bam, they can get it. And make sure it doesn't cover the entire word. Make sure, like, it covers, like, part of the middle. You have, like, part of your character, like, touching it or something like that. Don't completely cover it, but yeah, putting them in front of the text, it actually does work, because it draws attention to the main focus, which is that character, and then they're going to read stuff from behind it. So what Siren just mentioned is actually a good example of something you can do to draw attention. For me, with this thumbnail right here, I'm sitting here, I'm talking with my hands everywhere, y'all can't even fucking see what I'm doing. With this one right here, I, like, in an instance like that, putting either Chucky or putting Dwight in front of the text probably would have been a good thing. The reason why it doesn't work for this thumbnail is Dwight and his location fits really well at that side of the thumbnail. And I would covering up the end of your text is a no-no. And for Chucky, like, I didn't want to put him in there because I had too much text in there for that. If I had less text in this thumbnail, that would be a perfect example of what would be to move him in front of the text. Usually, if you're going to have this, it's got to be one line, very short. Should have said this thumbnail I did. That did more well for me than it deserved to. Go ahead, send it to me. Sorry to just, like, completely just, like, yeet off the edge here, but, like, man, like, this is, like, stuff I've been, like, I've been, like, researching and analyzing and looking over tons of different types of thumbnails to see what I could do to make a better thumbnail. Now I'm chuckling thinking about a Souls game thumbnail, and instead of the pro tags, you just shove one of the terrifying monster bosses as the thumbnail. You can! People do it! One thing I will tell you very, very, very heavily to do, and this is something that does kind of mess with my ability to do thumbnails from time to time, but it is important to do. For any game you're playing, for any subject you're tackling, for anything you're doing, when you make a thumbnail, before you do, go through and find people that are playing that game and start analyzing their thumbnails for that game. Analyzing what they do, how they do them, and, like, what got your attention when you looked at that thumbnail. Because this will differ from community to community and game to game. Like with Dead by Daylight, I don't have the ability to do this because I'm ass at Source Filmmaker. What they'll do is a lot of them will actually take Source Filmmaker and move the characters around in Source Filmmaker, take a screenshot of it, and they put that in their thumbnails. They use Source Filmmaker to make the characters do whatever they need them to do and put them in Source Filmmaker. Also, when doing this, though, also look at things when you see these thumbnails to see things that you don't like. See things that, like, turns you away from that video or away from that thumbnail. And think about it and ask yourself why. This way, it's not just, oh, I can't do that entire thumbnail. I can't do this for this part of this thumbnail. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. I really like this one. This one actually like explains exactly what we're talking about. So this is what we're gonna. I'm gonna go ahead. Is it alright if I show this one off? Because I don't want to just like yeet it in here. You'd be like, no, don't show them my thumbnail. What is up? How's it going, Coffee Dog? How do you do? Okay, so for the text thing we were just talking about, like being able to put like your main subject into the text. Well, I mean, I had to ask Siren. Siren's the one who sent me this thumbnail. Because I didn't make this thumbnail. Siren made this thumbnail, so I always have to ask. I have to ask whenever somebody else makes something before I put their stuff on there. Okay, so we were just talking about like putting your main focus over the text. This is what we mean. This is how this works. And what makes this specifically work is that you can still read what is. This says Days of Style, and you can still easily read that from behind the character that's up here. But you also see the character, which is your main focus. This is the main focus of the thumbnail and what your eyes are going to be drawn to and what you're going to want to click for. So you see Siren's little character right there. And you see his thing right here. And then you see how he's put, like, Days of Style, and he's made it really big. He's made it really, really big. He's put an outer glow around all the letters, so you can more easily see it, so you can more easily read it. And they've made everything match the background image that they have put on here. But they made it stand out in contrast with, like, the outer glow. They made it substantially bigger. And they put their little character right in front of it, so you see it center focus. This will grab attention. This has been working for years. It's still used in thumbnails today. I started seeing this. I did this a couple of times back when the Spider-Man Miles Morales game came out, and the reason why I did it is because I saw somebody else do it, and I was like, "Hey, that kind of works. I can still read that," and it got my attention. So I experimented with it. For me, it did okay with a couple things, but didn't do great with other things. It's going to be, yet again, situational. But with something like this, with something like with how Siren does his content, and it's usually stuff they tackle during their content, something like this fits their aesthetic very well. And it immediately shows you, I want to click this. I want this. It's shiny. It's pretty. Let me click it. Let me see what this is about. This is going to be like, what is day? Like, you're going to immediately go like, what is Days of Style? And you're going to want to click it. Something else to note is for this one specifically, because his character has like the little crying eyes, has their hands over their mouth, like it shows an emotion. So like it shows an emotion on top of the Days of Style thing, which in this, considering it's Days of Style and not like, oh my god, I lost a tooth or something. Instead of it being something sad, it looks like something that they're excited for. Even with like the little sad eyes, it looks like an overwhelming motion of like, yes, I'm excited for this. But your character's emotion or whatever character things you put on there, the emotion of that character is going to convey to the audience what they're getting into. So remember this: if you put something that looks kind of sad or creepy or scary, these emotions are going to be conveyed to your audience, and it may prevent them or make them more likely to click a thing. So it's going to depend on what it is. But other things to note, another thing I can add to this, I occasionally use this. I'm experimenting with this. I'm starting to figure out more and more that this is something that I should do, and it's something I would suggest to everybody else in doing when it comes to making thumbnails, as well as making titles. I have learned something. I have been analyzing this. I literally have. I'm actually going to be going over this in a coalition meeting very soon, but like, these pages right here, all of this in this notebook, it's all notes on analytics from what people click on for my videos, as well as other coalition members' videos and other friends of mine's videos and live streams. And I've been noticing something. I'm going to give y'all a little secret because this works, and I'm going to start utilizing this more myself. So y'all can say, oh, Zombie's doing a tricky thing here. Something you can do. My brain stopped working. Something else you can do is whenever you do a thumbnail or do your title or both, ask a question. Ask a question. Ask a question. Now, what does this mean, Zombie? What the fuck do you mean, ask a question? Why do you want to ask questions? Ask a question that pertains to what you're doing. Can I survive this? Can I make this happen? Can I make it to tier whatever? Can I learn how to play a weapon? Can I learn a new strategy? Can I do XYZ thing? Ask a question in the thumbnail. Ask a question in the thumbnail. Because people will be like, I don't know. Let's find out. It gives minor stakes when you ask a question that they want to find the answer to. Honestly, I can care less if people click on it or not. Up to them. Well, see, I sometimes do let statements. Let statements can work. Let statements can work. But asking a question is a little bit stronger because you say, let's find out if we could do this. That's all well and good. Let's works on me. Let's works on me fairly well. It's like, let's do this. I'm like, sure, let's do thing. But the can we or let's do this doesn't strike curiosity. Let's do this says, cool, I'm down for that. But asking a question strikes curiosity. I see, when it comes to thumbnails, I want people to click on it. This is my job. I want people to click on stream. I also want to entertain people. I want at least my core audience to see things, be like, oh, that looks interesting. Because if I put up a boring thumbnail, even my core audience, people that are here all the time, if I put up a boring thumbnail, they're going to look and be like, I might check that out later. That's not any shade given towards anybody, because I'm the exact same way. I could see a boring thumbnail from a friend of mine and be like, I'll check that out later. But if they do something that, like, grabs my attention, like, I don't care if it's, I don't care who they are. It's like, oh, I need to see that now. Because that's something you got to remember, is that even works on friends. That works on friends, family, this, that, and the other. If you put up a boring thumbnail, you put up something that's not interesting and not attention-grabbing, that even your friends are like, I'll click it later. That means your core is going to click it later, which means your starting numbers start off low, which means you start off low in the algorithm. But if you put something that, like, and that's something you need to kind of think about. It's like, what would I click on? What would my friends click on? Like, I do that a lot. I do that a lot. Like, I'll sit there and, like, I send out my thumbnail to several different friends, and I get pointers, and I get their opinions on it. I have some people that no matter what I send them are going to be like, that's awesome, and that's all I'm going to hear from them. I get others that'll give me some suggestions here and there, but for the most part, are going to be positive. Then I have one or two that are going to completely break my thumbnail down. And tell me everything that's wrong with it. Every thumbnail that I make, that I put up on this channel, usually has 4 different versions of it before it goes live. And that's even with me making a thumbnail in less than like 15 minutes. I'm still getting all these revisions as I go. What's up, Kami? And hello, Burger Boss. How are you doing? Yeah, this is an interesting episode of Lamb Chop that we're going to be getting into today. Sorry, I'm also ranting and rambling about some YouTube things because, like, I had someone pop in and they said, I'm working on my thumbnail game after I was showing off a couple things I was excited about when I've been working on thumbnails. It's like, oh, teaching moment! Yay! I can rant about this kind of stuff all day. I get very excited for it. I like helping fellow content creators. Whether they're bigger than me, smaller than me, it doesn't matter. I just like to help people out. And, like, I like sharing my knowledge when it comes to this. This is something else I want to give you guys as a little tidbit of information that you really need to listen to. I swear to God. one of the fastest killers of any form of content creation, whether it be video, whether it be live stream, whatever, it don't matter what it is. Lack of knowledge can kill. You need to constantly be learning. But there's another side to that. I have lived by a pretty strong, like, what would I call it? I have a pretty strong stance on this. I guess is the best way to put this. You know that I have several friends in streaming. I have people like Siren, Caleb Panda, Aderan, like tons of friends that also stream like I do. We all make completely different content from each other. Some of us make some things a little more similar to the other. But for the most part, we're different. And how we tackle things is different. And how we design things is different. One of the first things I will tell any content creator is the second you start making friends on YouTube is the second you start growing. It doesn't matter if you make friends with people that are same size as you, bigger than you, or smaller than you. The second you start making friends that are also fellow content creators is the second you actually start growing. When you start making friends with people, or even if you're just doing a moment like I'm doing right here, sharing information is a big deal. Sharing what you learn and how you learned it and what you do with it and how it can be utilized is a big deal. A lot of people, when it comes to making content and when it comes to making these kinds of things and talking about these kinds of things, they will keep these secrets that they learn to themselves and they won't share them with anybody. They're like, oh no, if they find out my secret, they're going to take it from me and they're going to use it. There are going to be people that are going to go out of their way to copy what you do, and they're just going to shamelessly copy you. Those people aren't people that are going to learn from you. Those people that are going to watch you without you saying anything, and they're just going to do it. Regardless if you share with them how you do your stuff or not, they're going to do that. But the people that you share this stuff with, like me sharing this with my audience here, as well as sharing this with my friends and with everybody else, as I share this information, I have watched people take what I give them and not only use it to grow and use the stuff to make themselves better off because it's something they may not have thought of or may not have known how to do, but I have watched a lot of these people take these things and change them and reshape them and mold them into something new. A great example of this is actually Aderan. Aderan and myself will constantly go back and forth with different items and objects and things like this. Like a lot of these buttons that you're used to seeing, which this one's going to do its thing. These things, this came from originally watching Aderan. Aderan showed me the base technique of how to like make something like this. And he sent me the exact items that he was using. Because he used to have like this Gigantamax Pikachu that would show up and do a thing. And he also had like this little good job Pikachu and Eevee that would come up, they'd high five and go, good job. It was really cute. It was really awesome. And I used that for a little while. But then I took what I learned from him and applied it to something new. And I made something new. And then I showed him what I did with it. And then he took that and he made it better. He took my concept for raid buttons, because I used to have a raid button. I need to make a new one. I haven't made a new one in a long time. It's been a very, very long time since I've made one. And I've been working on making one. I just can't find one that fits the channel. But I used to have like an old Power Ranger one that I used. I showed Aderan from head to tails how I built this raid button and showed him everything it ran with everything it ran with the Stream Deck, and everything it ran with on OBS, and how it worked. He took this concept and he ran with it. And he blew it apart, completely took it apart, dismantled it, and he used that to figure out how to get things to link together. That's the only part from my raid button he took, was how to get it to link together. But that was all he needed. He took that and he made the best, like, raid command I have ever seen, which is where he gets 3 of himself to show up on screen and he sings to his raiders. That's amazing, and he did such a good job with that. So we fight back and forth as rivals to constantly better each other. And that's what you need. You need a rival. You don't need an enemy. You need a rival when it comes to making content. You need a rival, someone that you're constantly competing with in friendly competition, that you're constantly looking at and looking towards and seeing how you and the other one can do better. How you can constantly move yourselves forward. Too many people have the famine mentality that there isn't enough viewers to go around. Now see, and I get that. And in some cases you will feel that. Especially like if you're like me and you stream at the same time as a lot of your friends, there's going to be days where you're going to see some of your viewers in somebody else's stream and it's going to hurt a little bit. But I've always had a theory on that. If my viewers are going to see somebody else, then I need to do better. And that's all there is to it. Like, if they went to go see somebody else, it's not because, oh my god, this person stole them from me. No, that person is doing something that is entertaining them more than I am. So I need to step my game up. That's how that works. If you got people that are going to go see a competing or a competing content creator, then that means you need to be working on doing something to keep that person that went over there entertained. That person is entertaining them. So you need to figure out what you're lacking on. That's how that works. And even then, there are billions of people that watch YouTube every day. You'll always find new people. People will come and go. But you are right. A lot of people have that, like, oh, there's a viewer famine. And it is so dumb, but it is a mentality that a lot of people go with. But I want you to think about this. Here's what I want you to think about. If you're keeping these things to yourself, and you're not growing or going anywhere or evolving at all, and your friend is doing the exact same thing you are of keeping all of their secrets to themselves, you could either be trying to succeed together by learning how to grow and make each other's stuff better, or you can fail alone. You can fail alone by keeping everything to yourself and not evolving. You can grow together or fail alone. It's a no-brainer to me. Well, see, Siren, that is still something a rival could do. That's what I do in the coalition. That's what Aderan does. That's what you do. And, like, that's still the same. That's the same thing, Siren. That's like, you're still a rival because you are still someone who we all have. You're classified as a rival because we are always going to be competing with each other. We're always going to be competing with each other over views and over our viewer base. That's always going to be the thing that's going to happen. It's how you take it. If you take it as a rivalry instead of like a, it's better to have them as a rival as opposed to having them as an arch nemesis. As long as you're viewing them more as a rival, you can sit there and work back and forth, and you can move these things back and forth to help each other out. Well, it's all depending on what kind of help you need. I have been thinking about doing something. I want to run this by you guys. And if you like this, I'm not going to put up to a vote. I don't have time to put up to a vote tonight. And it's ain't the kind of thing I would normally put up for a vote. But if y'all want this, I want to see a lot of emotes in the chat because I've had a suggestion for this. And I didn't think, honestly, a lot of people would want it. But after doing this more often and having these kind of sit-downs and chats, Captain Record Ritual. I want you to spam emotes if this is something you want. And I'm going to do it in this way because we're looking for something to give you guys anyway. Okay, so I've got some I've been thinking about and mulling over in my head doing for viewers. Or doing specifically for the members. Because the members have been supporting me a lot lately. I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And I like the idea of this better than what I was originally doing. Because originally what I was doing was like movie nights and anime nights, which will still happen on occasion. But like, I don't like doing the movie nights because when I'm doing the movie nights, a lot of times I'm not watching the movie, I'm working on shit while the movie's playing. Because it's usually something I've already seen. If it's something I haven't seen, then yeah, no, I'm sitting there and I'm invested. But 9 times out of 10, I'm working on shit while everyone else is watching the thing. And it's pretty heavily divided on who's going to actually watch it, not watch it, depending on if it's a horror movie or if it's an anime or something else. I have something that might be worth everybody's time a little bit more for my members. If you like this idea, I want you to spam the chat with as many emotes as you can. I don't care what the emote is. It should probably be coffee related because that's what we do here. But I've been thinking about on the Discord, once a month, maybe twice a month depending, but once a month because I know I can do once a month. Once a month, on a Sunday, because it's an off day for me, and it's a day that I usually spend the most time working, because that's when I'm working on stream-related stuff. What would you say if I had a moment where I sat down like this, but instead of just sitting here in front of a camera just talking, what if instead I teach you guys some of the tricks of the trade, basically? What if I basically have a moment where I sit down and I teach you guys about OBS, or I teach you guys about what goes into a thumbnail, what goes into finding tags, what goes into researching content. What if for the members, once a month, I'm going to say once a month right now because I don't know if I can do twice, on a Sunday, which do note, it'll have to be a Sunday, so if y'all have busy Sundays, take that into account. What would y'all say to like having the movie nights change from movie nights to teaching people how to do what we do here? Teach me how to Dougie. Because I can show y'all how I do this stuff. Because I'm doing this all the time anyway. I usually take one Sunday out of the month anyway to do a coalition meeting to show all the stuff that I'm already working on. And I find lots of stuff that I personally cannot use, but I teach people how to use it because I'm good at that. And y'all are paying me a little bit a month every month just to sit here and watch me scream. Y'all might as well get something good out of it. I think that could be something I could give you guys that y'all could actually benefit from. What do y'all think? I gotta see more like spicy emotes. Well, not spicy. Don't give me spicy emotes. No, I gotta see more emotes. If y'all want to see this, I gotta see more. Because I can do that. I'm doing it all the time anyway. I sit Panda down all the time. Like, Panda, look at this thing I'm building for no apparent reason. There are so many things that I build and work on that don't go anywhere. The only thing that I literally keep to myself, I only have one bit of knowledge I keep to myself. And mainly because, for one, it's stupidly complicated. It's not optimized. That's the biggest problem, is I hate showing people shit that's not optimized. And it's something I'm actually working on, something with branding to like do something specific with it. The only thing that I don't show people how to do is the raid boss system. We don't show people how to do the raid boss system. And the reason why is, for one, the raid boss system would take me a month to teach anybody how to do it, because for one, I'm scatterbrained as fuck. There's a lot involved with it. There's a lot of weird stuff to do with it. It is currently requiring me to run 4 different programs all at the same damn time to make it work. And I'm actually working with somebody on something else that's going to be tied into my branding for it. So that's like the only bit of knowledge I can't share. but I can't share it because it's not ready to be shared. If it goes all the way I to it without me having to teach y'all a lot of shit on how to do it. So that's something that, like, I can't teach y'all how to do that, but eventually it'll show up. It'll eventually show up for everybody anyway. Code Monkey Sundays. Essentially, yeah. You feel like a zombie hype band. Yeah, so that's something you guys would like. I can do that. I can do that. It would be much easier to do than a movie night because I'm already sitting in front of my computer doing that. It's the reason why a lot of times movie nights don't happen is I forget because I'm busy working. But I could do that. I already do that on a regular basis with people that I know. So, like, I could do that for my members. Okay, so there is nothing that I will teach you that you cannot teach somebody else. If I teach it to you, you can teach it to anybody else you know. If I teach you how to do something, you can teach it to anybody. Like, I'm not going to sit and say, oh, you can't tell anybody. No, fuck that. First off, there's no way I could police that. I couldn't police that if I tried. There's no way I could police that. Lord, I haven't seen that cartoon in so long. You've unlocked a primal memory, Kami. Holy crap. I didn't even think about that when I read that line off earlier. She was cutting on my end. I noticed my internet's been acting weird since last night. A lot of people's internet's been acting weird. Aderan's internet was cutting up really bad for him earlier as well. But yeah, no, so like anything I teach you, yes, teach it. Like, spread the word. The only caveat to that is if I give you something. Like if I make a public overlay and I put that in the Discord for members only, like if I literally say, here, I've built you an asset, then anyone using it would have to be a member because that would be a paid for item. That's going to be very rare because I don't make a lot of shit like that just in general. Like, I encourage people to make their own stuff instead of using something that's been, like, mostly grabbed from like, even when I get, like, a pre-made overlay, I severely modify any overlay that I get. Oh, I'm going to be telling everybody to take notes. Like, I'm going to be like, all right, you got your notebooks? Like, I'm going to advise you to get a notebook. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to advise you to get a notebook. Because, like, my house is full of, like, I have, like, I can't walk more than a few feet in my house without grabbing another notebook. Like, I got a notebook there. I got a notebook here. I got a notebook in this drawer. I got a notebook in this drawer. I got a notebook in this drawer. I've got a notebook next to my shuffling cart. Like, I got notebooks everywhere. Like, you grab a notebook and start writing. Take notes. If you don't get a notebook, get, like, a voice recorder. Your phone has one. Every phone has one. Record it. Hell, screen record it. I don't care. What is up, Hopebringer? Yes, we're about to actually jump into the game. I've been talking for over an hour now about YouTuber shit. I feel kind of bad. But, like, I got asked questions and I decided to run with it. Because this is what I do. But yeah, no, take notes, share notes. Save for me, for the internet. Wonder if it's aliens? Possibly. But yeah. Take notes. If you got other friends that are also content creators, you can share anything that I teach you. Like, this is going to be a thing that's going to be for members. Because members are most likely the ones that are going to show up. They'll be the ones that are going to show up and be the most likely ones to show up because they already paid to be there anyway. But, like, if you have other friends that aren't members of my channel and I've taught you how to, like, make an entire scene in OBS, or I explain what nested scenes are, or I explained how to animate something onto the screen, or if I explained how to do something simple like this, which I'm on the wrong screen for. If I explained how to do something simple like that, or if I explained how to, like, make something like this, where it kicks open a door and he sees that I'm still not playing the game and gets really pissed off about it. Like, if you want to do anything like that, like, and teach people that because you learned it from me, by all means, please go ahead and do so. If you want to teach people how to, like, do these kinds of things, I'm not going to bitch about it. Now, I am going to say, Skywolf, I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything like... I'm not going to do things like channel breakdowns and channel analysis. Because... even though I'm really good at analyzing things that do work and seeing how numbers work together and seeing things that work well versus things that don't, I'm also still a small content creator, which means I'm definitely not perfect at this. I'm not someone who's built to do channel auditing. I can tell you things from my personal experience of what I think works and what doesn't, but you gotta remember, I'm not pulling in thousands of views on anything I watch, or anything that I'm not pulling in thousands of views on anything that I play, and I'm also not like some big time YouTuber. So I'm probably not the person to audit something for you. I can show you all these tricks that I've learned on how to do things for content creation as a whole, and that's what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you stuff that can be applied to no matter what kind of content you're making, you can apply it there. A lot of my shit will be gaming focused, but I can teach things that can be used across pretty much any avenue of content creation. Whether you're doing documentaries, or you're doing commentary, or you're doing lore dives, or whatever, this should be basic stuff that should work across the board. My stuff will be mostly gaming streamer focused, but it'll still be stuff that's pretty universal. And that's how we're going to focus this. I get people who come to me all the time asking what's wrong with their channel. People bigger than me, people smaller than me, and people same size as me. And I can tell you what's wrong from my viewpoint, but that's my viewpoint. And it's a viewpoint from someone who's not a 100,000 subscriber channel, a 500,000 subscriber channel, or a 1,000,000 subscriber channel. So I could give you all this information of what I think from like the perspective I have of having a business degree and all the information I have on it. Yeah, I could throw all that out there, but how much of it's going to apply is going to differ from person to person. I could tell you everything I think is wrong with it, and then you could still do the exact same thing and succeed, and ignore everything I give you, and you could possibly succeed. Or you could do everything I say to do with it, go absolutely nowhere with it, and then what was the point of me giving you that information because it didn't help you? So I'm going to give you tools that I know can let you do things, and I'm going to give you information from things that I've learned, and you can take any of it with a grain of salt, but I'm not going to do channel auditing and tell you why something's doing great versus why something's doing bad. Because that's not something I can do accurately. The only people I can do that accurately with are people that, like, are literally people that I work with all the time. Like, I've done so with people like Panda, Siren, Aderan, and stuff like that, as well as they've done the same thing with me, and we found things to help each other, but that's because we are so familiar with each other's branding, their content creation, and what they do as a whole, and we've been around each other for so long, we can easily do that with them because we know them in that way. But from someone like you, which I don't know as well, I haven't interacted with as much, and like I'm not doing content with on a constant basis, I could give you all the information, be completely wrong, and it could hurt your channel more than it could help it. So that's the reason why I won't do actual channel auditing, is I could give you information that could hurt you more than it could help you. And I will not be the cause of fucking anyone's channel over. But with all that being said, I actually need to hop into this game. I've wanted to play it because I've never got a chance to play this, and I've been rambling for too long. And I can always look into things and possibly consider things, but I don't make any promises. Battle Network 1 are the worst parts of the early Battle Network games, and nothing will change my mind. I would gladly play Battle Network 4 for the rest of my life. I've been... then deal with those stages again. Freeze Man, yeah, Elect Man doesn't bother me as much. Alright, so we're gonna play the Lamb game. Praise the Lamb, conduit to great power, promised liberator to the one who waits. Yet sacrificial ways, take heed, for a crown cannot sit upon two brows. Ooh. Angie. I've seen very little in gameplay of this. Pretty much everything I've seen has just been for the trailers of this game, because I tried to go into it blind. I got little chains on me, and I'm so slow. Hey, you there, sleepy dude. Oh, Angie. You. Hey, can you cut these off? No? Okay. Herbs. Oh! Hey! 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 You have jam on your bones over here, man. This is not good, man. You should really keep your bone collection clean. Got all your bones out. Like, if you're gonna put them out, like, at least put them properly on display. Oh, that is a big Angie boy with 4 more big Angie boys. Okay. Hey. Hey, wake up. Hey, you. Hey. No. Hey. Hey. Come on. You got a big axe, you can cut these off for me. It'll be fine. Hey, dudes. Hey, dudes. What even the hell are you? Escape so badly. Let's see. I think they like raspberry jam a little too much. Just a little. Just a little, Jaden. Just a little. But what if I don't want a kneel to be sacrificed? Do you know how bad my knees are? You're telling me to kneel? I got metal in my knee, dude. I don't want to do that. But I can do a little dance, though. Don't sacrifice me. Sorry. I'm 5. I don't think they like this. No, I don't think they like this very much either. We can dig you a hole deep in the ground. Bury your soul. I'm not familiar with this song. Raspberry? There's only one person who would dare give me the raspberry. Slab's helmet. Aderan! Oh, how's it going, dudes? Staying away from the jam bones. Apparently, these dudes is not. Before us stands the last of its kind. All others we have hunted down and put to the blade. With this final sacrifice, the prophecy will be impossible to fulfill. The heretic who lies bound below will be condemned to eternal captivity. The old faith shall be preserved. I don't want a wacky smack! Huh? Hello, Angie thing over there. Come closer. Fear not, for though you are already dead, I still have need of you. Those foolish bishops thought they could keep you from me in death, but instead they sent you straight to me. I will give you life again, but at a price. All I ask is for you to start a cult in my name. Do we have a deal? Ah, absolutely. Cult, that's it? That's all I need to come back again? Shit. We can do that. I can be about that life, fam. Ooh, new hat! I feel the power! I have the angry power! My hat turns into a sword? Dodge roll. I get the choppy thing. See how much Zelda I've played, man? I can dodge roll like a champ. Whee! Title drop. Ooh, I get places to go. I do appreciate those thumbnail tips you were giving, by the way. Not a problem, not a problem. First I watched this game, I have to say it looks fun. Already I'm very excited for this, but I love a dungeon crawler. It's a roguelike, right? I forget the game genre. Honestly, all I know is a dungeon crawler. Fear not, I am Ratu. I was once a chosen vessel like you, but those days are lost to the winds. You have a paper hat. Can you make me a paper hat? I would like a paper hat, please. I was sent to guide you. We are deep in the lands of the old faith and in grave danger. My instructions are to lead you to safety. Continue through the woods. Escape lies ahead while I will be close by. Ooh. Smanky, smanky, smanky. You don't need any of this anymore. You're coming with me. It's fine. Join my cult, yes. Hey, guys. Now. Smack, 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 smack. I got a box. Open inventory. Coin. Currency for all manner of things. Slice and dicey things. Let me do something here so I can still see. Started a cult once to potted meat. It was called Cult of the Spam. Okay, but I do love me some spam, damn it. I do love me some spam. Don't ask me why I love me some spam, but I do. I do indeed. Why I can't? Oh, because I forgot to record it. For me. Let's see. Calamity really said, with the power of a cute face, the power of a demon, I can start a cult. I mean, honestly, price spam is amazing. Yes, it is. Would you like to join my cult of Mega Man, Sonic / everything fun? I mean, maybe. You're already speaking my languages with the two of the awesome blue characters that I love so much. There's a lot of them on Steam. This game's one of them. I do love me some roguelikes, so I'm very bad at them. Any free ones? So dungeon games are great. There's tons of dungeon crawlers on Steam. Tons. As far as free ones, I'm not sure. A lot of the dungeon crawlers I play are actually relatively older dungeon crawlers. Okay. 2 ways I can go here. But I wasn't. Got this. Back real quick. Okay, so I double back and nothing goes wrong when I do. But I can't go that way. Okay. Oh, I can't go ways that actually have like a visible gate thingy. Okay. This cult doesn't have good stir-fried rice. I ain't joining. Okay, but legit, that's a great reason not to join a cult. Stir-fry is, like, the best. Hi, guy! Ooh! Wasn't prepared. Gotta clean up your bone collections, peeps. Don't want to let any jam get on them, so clean up your bone collections. Ooh. It's actually Cult of Beavers. Cult of the Dam. Oh my god! So just how much better Clam Blitz is in Splatoon 3, I could be tempted to make a Cult of the Clam. No! But I do like Clam Blitz. Not a spam guy? Sad. I love me some spam. I didn't think I always thought like spam was supposed to be disgusting. Like I did not want spam and had never tried it up until like very, very recently in my life. Remember, in the US it is not a cult, it is a religious organization for the tax-free exemption. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, absolutely. We definitely need our tax-free exemption. You've nearly reached safety, but look ahead. Another poor soul about to be sacrificed. Rescue them, and they would have no choice but to join your new cult. Our mighty bishops of the old faith! Blah, blah, blah. Oh, mighty bishops of the old faith, we ask you to accept the sacrifice of this wretched soul. Hey, who interrupts our ritual and trespasses on sacred ground? Hi, guy. Now I want spam fried rice. Oh, that would be so good. I heard tax exemption? Spam is made in my state. Really? My cult can be tax exempt. Sweet. My cult can be tax exempt. Sweet. No taxes. One for all those bones. Cult of the Jam. Don't cry. I'm cleaning up the bones. I know that they left them in such a state that it's awful. Don't worry. I'm cleaning them all up. We're cleaning them up. We're getting them out of here. You're fine. You're fine. You'll be happy in no time by joining my cult, where we will give you bones without jam. Yep. See? Clean bone collections. Now join me. Where did he... The hell? What kind of pocket dimension bullshit do I got going on? Alanna! How are you? Every safety. You have done well. The red crown will allow you to use those markings in the ground to transport yourself great distances. Around so we can still see things, so we can do things. Sweep. There we go, and put that there, so we can do this. It will take you to a temple that has fallen to ruin. There you will be able to begin your new cult. I'll meet you there. Okay, I can do that. First, we must clean this place up! Swear to God, I'm gonna buy the gardener a weed whacker. Return to the cult. Return the slap. Sorry. Chuck's a plushie and Siren. Why are you chucking a plushie and Siren? Just chuck a plushie and Siren. Wait. I got this. I got this, fam. Just here. Just yeet this. Just yeet this. This is all you need. Just yeet the Mimikyu. It'll be fine. It'll be all okay. Wait, where's the thingy? He even makes a little noise. I love him. Yeah, it's my Mimikyu. I love them.
Muffin button.
Ah, it does work now. Awesome. So I did get that fixed. Cool. But yes. Sorry, everyone needs a Mimikyu. Everyone needs a Mimikyu in their life. See, you yeeted the Siren, and now the Siren is like, is toast. How dare. I also have a Kirby. Wait. I has a Kirby too! I need to actually, like, I need to be practicing this more so I can play it. You used to like a lot of the Zelda songs on it. Kirby Automaton, yes! Kirby Automaton. I love my Kirby. Play that Kirby! I gotta clobber that there Kirby. Okay, please select difficulty. Difficulty. Ha! Ha! Don't worry, you can change the difficulty anytime in settings. For moderate players looking for a well-rounded experience. Casual players with fun, accessible experience. For challenge. The Death Wish. We'll go medium for this time. Always start off with a medium difficulty. Let's only play Captain theme on it. That would be cute to play. I have an urge to make Cult of Spam merch. You should! I always start off every game I play on medium. If I play it more, go into it. Green greens. Now that would be... Lord, I want to see someone play green greens on a Kirby Automaton. That would hurt my hands. This hallowed ground, which once was mine, is now yours. This crumbling ruin is to be the site of your new cult. The YouTuber self wears a boot made of solid crystals, so good luck with that. I like my lamb cult medium rare. Yep, it's gotta be just a little bit bloody, you know. One automaton, but they're all a little bit expensive, so I gotta save to get one after I've moved out and have things settled at my future place. I have discovered something fun and weird about these when it comes to these. Like, if you're wanting like one of the smaller ones, because this one is the deluxe version. So it's one of the bigger ones. It's not the biggest. They have like a super big one. It's like, but like this one right here is like, I think they run about $80. This was actually gifted to me. It was actually gifted to me about a year ago. They come in different sizes. The normal size one is the most common one. It can run anywhere from like $30 to $60, depending on which variation you get. No matter what color they are, they all sound the same though. I like the bigger one personally, just because like it's easier. Because like I naturally play violin, and I understand most of how to play a piano. I can play piano a little bit, but not great. But my piano playing skills are all right. My violin playing skills are what would you call it, intermediate. Because of that, I got the bigger one so I could have something more that I was more used to with finger placement. Have to be careful how I say that. Wait. I need to remember how to play the rest of that, because I used to know how to play all of Saria's song on here. Have a good night, Tentacle. Take care and pleasant nightmares to you. But there are all sorts of different ones you can grab. And you can grab all sorts of different places. What I've learned is you can grab them in different places. Like, I've seen them at FYE, because they have, like, the Vocaloid one and the Hello Kitty one a lot at FYE, as well as Barnes & Noble gets the Gudetama, which is a little egg dude. They get that one all the time. Just make the call to Jim and call everyone Jim. This is one reason I have not played this game. Just call it the call to Gary and be like, Fallout. Gary. Man, that actually, like, scared the hell out of me first time I played Fallout 3. So I get to name my... We have much to do. We begin by indoctrinating this poor soul into the warm embrace of your cult. Followers can gather resources for you. Order this one to collect lumber or stone. Yeet! There's a box here. Oh, I don't have access to my wanky smanky stuff. What am I doing? Do a barrel roll. Please spare me. Oh, I can name them. Oh, I can name them. Oh. Okay. So wait, let me do a thing. I gotta do a thing here because I'm gonna allow something to happen here. But I need to do something first. Gotta do a thing. Okay, go here. Do that. Where? Doing a thing. Trust me, you'll understand in a minute. Doing a thing. Just trust me to do a thing. Okay. Had to fix the thing. Had to fix the thing. Because I didn't feel like my eardrums dying. Yep. So essentially, I had to, like, set a thing up so I didn't have my eardrums die. Let's change that one. Cool. Okay, so like none of those were real. None of those were real. None of those were real. Like, there's no need for hearts or anything. None of those were real. None of those were real. Those were all fake. None of those were real. Those are all fake. Hi, Aderan. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to do a thing. I did that just so I can make sure my eardrums don't die. Okay. Do the most of them alerts. Okay, yeah, so none of those are real. Just ignore all those. Those will change themselves back to normal later. But yeah, okay, so what we're going to do... Ash's just finished his crowdfunding for his indie horror film. He got over 450k. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. The cult members for this can be named one of two ways. If you're a member on this channel, I will go ahead and name cult members after members on this channel. Because that seems like fun to me. Oh! I forgot I saw spoopy cards going, but I'll leave those alone for tonight. If you're a member on this channel, if you have a member badge, the cult members will be named after members. Also, Aderan, how's Fortnite tonight? And since I use Aderan in a lot of the stuff I was talking about tonight, while talking about, like, healthy rivalries and stuff like that throughout stream tonight and whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and name the first one. We're going to our first member here is going to be, it's going to be Aderan. We're going to name him Aderan. But we'll name these after our members on the channel. The other way, if you want to name one yourself and you want to have a different name, get some hearts in the chat from Mixel Thank you very much. Also, if you donate, we will also name one after whatever you want to name it, if you want to name it something different. Get some hearts in the chat from Mixel Thank you very much. Holy crap, thank you. You didn't have to do that, Mixel, but I appreciate that. Holy shit. Yeah, our first one will be named Aderan, but every other one we get after it, we're going to be naming after members, or if there are donations, we will also allow the donator to name their cult member. The only thing I ask is that whatever method you decide to do so, please put the name of it in it. But we are going to be mostly going through this with members. Let's see. It says we're doing it with members. Mod team, use your true cult member names. Your mods. I mean, most of my mods are also actually members. So yes, they will be named after them as well. I have to do Aderan just because like I've used Aderan as an example a lot tonight, and Aderan has probably had his ears burning all night tonight. Frodo's alright. We faced off on some pretty gnarly teams, and the map is still pretty wide open, so it was hard at times. Really? Okay. But I'll also let y'all choose how what we turn them into. So super exhausted today, so I will try to sleep early. I hope everyone has a good rest of your night. Then can I get you to do something real quick before you go to sleep? Can you go ahead and like let me know what you kind of want your little people to look like? These are what we have options on so far. We have a deer, we have a donkey, we have a pig, we have, I'm guessing that's a wolf. We have a cat, we have a fox. Aderan, which one? What do you want your peep to be? And Mixel will want a fox. Okay, that's what I need to know. I want to go ahead and make a note of that real quick. Alright, got that noted. Alright, so the deer and the cat. Deer. Cat. Hello, Wesley. How are you? Playtesting game? What game were you playtesting? What does the fuck say? Oh dear. Mixel, if you're still here, what color do you want your fox to be? So I can go ahead and note that. Bongo deer now? Do you want your bongo deer to be blue? You're back changing all my branding. He's a dear member of the community. Can't say anything gameplay-wise as I'm under an NDA, but it's very fun. Awesome. Oh, that's freaking Boweekle energy. Orange deer. Okay, so let's see. Orange. Aderan. This one looks more orange. The other one's more reddish orange. Choose a variant. Oh, there's stripies and things. Do you want a variation? You want like a? Do you want a cool scar or a tattoo of a brimstone symbol on your head? Can't tell what colors. Oh my god! I can help you with that, Panda. Do you want like a battle-hardened deer? Do you want a tattoo, or do you want to be cute and cuddly? There are some clips made from early development. What's up, Photobrugs? How you been? Welcome home, my friend. Deer with orange cat personality. So what we got on? Which one? Cuddly normal is fine. Gotcha. Okay, so that should be everything. Traits materialistic. I can't change those. Okay. Aha! Trees. Cults will grow powerful. Your followers cannot live on prayer alone. They must eat. Gather necessary resources and build a cooking fire. It will allow you to prepare meals for your followers. Lumber. Wood. Stuff. Aderan, chop! Clicking fire. Let's put... Yeah, I like the idea of food over here. There we go. Followers need to eat, and it's up for you to provide meals for them. The hunger of your cult can be seen in the top left of the screen, which has happened. This game is so cute. This game is freaking adorable. However, your cult can be seen on the top left of the screen. When this gets too low, followers will begin to starve. Find more food while crusading. Pick routes that pass through foraging locations. Plant farms to grow your own food. Seeds can be purchased or found whilst crusading. Break that tree? I can. Thwack! Can we make all the thwack? Can we make soup? We should make soup. It's the Aderan game. Wonderful. Yes! I'm helping Aderan break a tree. Let's help him break a tree. Because of course Aderan chose like the biggest tree. Hella sturdy tree. It is. Jeebus. But we gotta break this tree. We must break this tree down. Yeah, get that tree. We gonna beat this tree. Go big or go home, I would say indeed. Tree got what it had coming to it. Yeah, it did indeed. It looked at us funny, man. But we proved it was all bark. Oh. The ingredients. We cook the food. Build a shrine. But first, we need more followers and more gold. Both of which can be found by crusading through the lands of the old faith. Our mutual benefactor, the one who waits, has been trapped by the 4 bishops of the old faith. Each of them guards a chain that binds him to the realm beyond. We have conjured openings to the realms. It is your task to track them down and slay them, so that he may be free. Go. You shall find gold and willing recruits, and for those who are not willing, convert them by force. Ooh. Oh my god. Hopefully food doesn't go bad. Followers deposit resources while you're away. Cool. Okay. Ooh, a spoopy. Here godly blood was spilled. Here did death no longer wish to wait. Ooh. These little Spidey dudes should join my cult. But I say no. Open door, only need one follower for this one. Oh! Also, I have to talk about this, but the music in this game is so good. I've been enjoying it so far. Yo, Pixelman, how are you? Okay, so I now actually have hearts that I have to worry about. Bonus blade, dealing moderate damage. Damage 12, speed. We are the cult of lawn care service! Entering the lands of the Bishop Leshy. Those who do not follow the ways of the old faith will be destroyed. Drinking hot chocolate? Ooh. Have fun, don't die, but I'm good at dying. Are these tarot cards? Praise the Lamb, conduit to great power, promised liberator of the one that waits below. So the card showed me once, many lifetimes ago, or has that yet to be? I have always drawn your cards, Lamb, and yet this is the first. Take these cards. I will draw another each time we meet. When drawn by me, they will grant you power. The lovers, a heart offered, a vow made. Divine strength, attack rate increased by 1.25%. I like Wacky Smack. Your deck decides your fate. You may find more upon your crusades, and I will draw from them. Look upon it now. Ooh. Why do I have so many? Getting hard when killing an enemy. Where'd all these come from? Increased chests to spawn better chests. Death Door. When hit down to half heart, all enemies will be dealt 2 damage. Receive double the health when healing. Curses consume 25% less fervor. When attack, 10% chance of negating damage. Enemies will drop 2 times more fervor. Overall weapon damage increased by 1.25% or 1.2%. Now you can partner with the Link Lawn Care Incorporated. At least you're not the cult of cars extended warranty calls. So wait, am I supposed to have all these at the start? Is everything on screen when hit? Deals poison damage to enemies struck. Build the map. There's a chance to do a critical hit. Just once you know, you don't have them activate. Okay. All is as it should be, as it ever was, as it always will be. Smacky smack all the things. Ooh, nice. stuff for me. Non-Cassavas to the rescue, yes! Clean all the bones. We must not have any jam. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to try to reach chat. Chat kills, zombie. Chat kills. You know this. Oh, I made so really angry. Oh, hi, guy.
How can this be? You were put to the blade, as all your kind were. And yet here you stand before me unrepentant. The crown is power, could it be? But I am stronger still. Turn tail and run, little lamb.
Eh. I guess it's kind of like Binding of Isaac. That's a game I need to play on stream. I haven't played in a long time. Little dudes! Nope. No stabby, no stabby, no stabby. We smack, we smack. We swack, we whack, we smack. Let's have all the things. How dare you? You have jam on these bones! I shall not stand for this. Acquired Nature's Necklace. Beauty is in the eye of the bearer. Follower will harvest bonus resources. Ooh. Neat. I'm assuming that's a shop. I need resources. Resources. Can't cut that one. This just looks cool, but why can't I go here? Let me recruit someone from this house. Oh, I can't go back. Wait, this just send me back? Hello, dudes. Oop. Put up your bones. Just leave your bones lying around. Jesus. Monies, we like monies, yes, yes, we take monies. Clean your bones! No jam. Well, dudes. Clean your bones. Smack. More bones that are not clean. Give me all your meat and the bones. That looks like an inky door. Resources like that. Need your bones.
Tell me, lamb, do you believe destiny immutable?
Take the levers for this one. I must go and acquire more Zambeans. Hello, little inky dude. Oh, it told me no.
You've come far enough, little lamb.
Oh, that voice will kill me tonight.
My followers are willing to do anything for me. Can you say the same for yours? I give myself to the cause, almighty leader. By the blood of the great ones, destroy the Red Crown.
Oh, he an angry little dude. Oh! Yeah, okay. Oh, that worked.
Please spare me.
Ano?
Convert me to your cult. I will follow your teachings faithfully.
Yeet! Ooh. Choose. Monies! Keep our followers fed well. And their bones clean! What is this guy? He's angry is what he is. Fall asleep, but I hope this goes well. Ooh. No, don't eat the baby Soul Reaper! Cleanse the non-believers. Oh, they can work. I am relieved to see you made it safely. You have not returned alone. You have convinced more to join our faithful flock. Let's indoctrinate this new convert so that we may continue. Indoctrinate. You no longer get to have this name. Let's see. No baby eating. Panda! Which form do you want to take, Panda? Name it Nightbot? No. Pat is both a mod and a member on this channel. Pup or doggo? We gotta choose a color. Alright, so like, do you want to be like a channel color? Or we could like make it panda colored. Like a legit panda. And do you want tattoos? Or do you want a little tuft of hair? Or just a normal doggo? All the tats. Follows you the work of worship. Worshipping follows your devotion to you for you to collect. But to collect devotion, you require a shrine. Stuff. Some food real quick. Should make some food. Terrified of death, what? Yeah, it's one of your negative traits. If somebody dies, then it negatively affects you. Shrine. Aha! Praise be, your followers can now worship you. Here is a new follower. Assign them to worship at the shrine. The devotion your followers generate at the shrine to unlock divine inspiration. Alright, Kami. What form would you like your peep to take? So we have fox, cat, dog, pig, deer, donkey, and whatever the hell this is. Fox is a good form. Okay, choose a color. What color would you like? White fox. Alright. Do you want a tuft of hair? A tuft of hair with some 5 o'clock shadow? Or do you want a tattoo? Tattoo. Oh. Coprophiliac. Gain 10 faith when falling ill. -5 faith when a follower is sacrificed. Well, the negative trait makes sense because I don't see them wanting to get their peep sacrificed. All the members are going to be part of the cult. If you collect enough, you'll unlock divine inspiration. More followers worshipping at your shrine, the faster it will fill up. If the shrine is full, they will stop worshipping until it is emptied. Once you've collected divine inspiration, unlock new buildings for your cult through the shrine. Ever understood the clock shadow for beards? Okay, so like what a 5 o'clock shadow means. The reason why I call it 5 o'clock shadow is, and I can attest this because of how quickly my beard grows. Usually a 5 o'clock shadow is stubble. It's like very short. It's fuzz. It's short fuzz and stubble that usually starts to show up around the end of the day. Now, it's not going to be that fast for everybody, but usually, like, if I shave in the morning, by the time it gets late at night, you can already kind of, like, feel, like, the scruff starting to try to pop back in. Hence why it's called 5 o'clock shadows. By afternoon is when it starts to show up. I'm actually off to bed. I hope you have a great night. Take care, pet. Ugh, I got hiccups. Take care, panda. Pleasant nightmares to you! Kind of in reference to what someone would look like after 9 a.m. After 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. work shift, provided they shave that morning. Yes. It's why usually in cartoons you see people like the dad character go off to work and he's bushy, he's all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then he comes home and he's like stinking dead in job. He looks like gruff, and he looks like his face is darker and whatnot, because that's like the beard starting to show up. He's had a rough day, and his face is rough to represent his rough day. That's why they use that animation. They use that animation all the time to reference not the fact that like he's got 5 o'clock shadow, because that's the time frame, but it's it kind of is. It's a reference that there was a passing of time throughout the day, and it's also to reference the fact that he's had a rough day. Inspiration log, collect divine inspiration from the stream. One divine inspiration. Alright, let's have ourselves a temple. Okay. But yeah. So ta-da!
Temple is the center of your cult. From there, you will preach sermons to grow stronger, perform rituals to mold the fragile minds of your followers. You're responsible for maintaining the faith of your cult. If it falls too low, your followers will dissent against you and eventually leave. Your followers are ready to hear your word. Show them that you are their great leader. Preach a sermon from within your temple.
From a sermon, drawing energy from your followers to bolster the power of the red. Come forth, children! Strength to the flock. Through the faith of your followers, you grow stronger. Forming sermons will draw power from them and allow you to. Followers with higher loyalty level will generate more devotion. Therefore, the more followers you have, the more loyal they are. The quicker you will gain new abilities. Permanently gain half heart. Yeah, we take that. Woohoo! Followers!
You are amazing to behold, a natural leader. I see why you were chosen. You are to guide your cult. If you are to guide your cult, you will need to declare doctrines, so that they may obey you. Return to the lands of the old faith and seek out commandment stone fragments. With these, you'll be able to declare new doctrines.
I'm helping. What can we preach about? Streaming tips, maybe? Yes, remember, you must always take care of your followers, aka your viewers. Remember to bring cookies on Cookie Friday. Rooms. Ooh, I get an axe this time? It does swing a little bit slower, but it swings very wide. The fuck is that? What was that? I'm just wanting to help my peeps have a good time. Oh, nope. Clean your bones. This will be my first doctrine. Clean thine bones. Ow. How dare you? It does swing far and low, though. And keep that in mind. Stars? I like stars.
Lead yourself to draw a card.
Ooh. True sight, 10% chance to deal critical damage. Let's do that one.
All is as it should be, as it ever was, as it always will be.
Oh, that one was easy enough. Smink. So, question. With the powers that I have, are they only active, like... Are the only ones that are active in each dungeon the ones I find while in the dungeon?
Well, I found you. I bring good news. The one who waits is pleased with your progress and wishes to grant you a crown. Will now drop fervor. Collect this to replace your curses.
So this is essentially my mana. Let's get rid of all these bones that are dirty. Stuff? I like stuff. New follower? Or a question mark? Let's go for the new follower. We fought them off as best we could. The only one that survived. Darkwood was once a safe place. Shall send you home to a new home. Here, I cleaned all the jam for you. You're fine. It's all good. You're okay now. Everything's fine. No more jam to scare you anymore. Yeah, I can't go back. Aspiration unlocked. Hi, guy.
So you foolishly possess the lamp. I hear your lies and I smell your fear. The red crown rises again, but an unworthy bearer has it.
Smink. Oh! What's up, dudes? What y'all doing over here? Bones. Good bones. Okay, we're good. We're good. This is good. This is fine. Okay, so let me enjoy the hell of this. Hey, bud! Woo! You get smacked. What tell you about these bones, though? You must be aware of the power of my mighty axe. As I clean forth all the dirtiness that must be cleaned, I shall cleanse this world by wacky smack and wacky smack alone. Because that's the mark of a true cult leader, the art of the wacky smack. What the hell are you? Other than fucking adorable. Why, hello there. Eons ago, these lands were rife with gods and their adherents. What befell this pantheon? Alas, 'tis the nature of beasts to forget, and of gods to be forgotten. Perhaps they left, or maybe they slept. Mayhap they devoured and were devoured in turn. Those few who remained spread roots, spun webs, molded this world to meet them in theirs. 'Twere a land of many gods once, hundreds now. A commandment stone fragment. Aha! You found enough fragments to form a commandment stone. Commandment stones are used to declare new doctrines for your cult to follow. Use the altar in your temple to declare a new doctrine whenever you form a new commandment stone. Ah, yes. We shall bring this commandment to our followers. Thou shalt always use creamer in your coffee. Let's make a call for his patron. Going. Stuff? We take stuff. You must drink coffee in this cult. The cult of caffeination compels you. I like the speed. I think you'd be the first person I've ever met that was allergic to coffee. But sacrifices must be made for the cult. We get with this one. A lot of damage, but I like the speed of this. Water try advantage to move. This way. For now, because I've been worried about how it'd affect me during the day. I haven't had an energy drink with caffeine in it. I mean, caffeine's not really great for you. I just drink a lot of coffee. And hit down to half heart. All enemies will be dealt +2 damage. Considering where we're at, just for something like that. Be the best. This is how not to start a cult, but I have to teach you how to start a cult. You must know. Oh, him big Angie this time. Oh, bad. Well. Ow, he landed back on me. So far, I am enjoying the game. Martyred! You shall rise again. Oh, that hurts to lose.
Fear not, for you are my chosen vessel, and death cannot halt you. I shall not allow it, for I still have need of you. Take what you've gathered, build and strengthen the cult. This is how power is gained. Continue on undaunted. Each time you are brought down, you rise again stronger.
I'm enjoying the game a lot. The bubbles. What about bubbles? Called teaching how not to start one, right? What is happening here? Bury dead followers in a simple pit, avoids rotting corpses. Okay. Alright, so now I need to make the next peep. Mortimer! Alright, Spaghetti! You're up! What is your name? Pick quick. And to everybody here. Oh wait, I'm gonna actually go to make this easier. I'm gonna make this easier. I am gonna make this easier. I'll let you choose your creature. I'll let you choose the color of your creature and the variant. But we're gonna keep it where I could actually remember the names. So we're gonna go with K, so I can remember the names. Because it's easier if I can remember the names. I didn't give everybody else their choices either in names. Now, if you donate just randomly, then you can like name it, do whatever you want with it. But for the members, they're going to be the member's actual name. So, which creature do you want to be? So, let's pick your creature, your color, and your variation. Yeah, Amigo actually got shut down yesterday. I got to hear about that this morning. To every member here, though, do be thinking of what you want. You want a purple cat. Makes things easier. Cat. Purple. And the variants are 3 stripies, tattoos, or Angie cat. But yeah, what do you guys think about Amigo being like shut down? First one. Naturally obedient. So faith when falling ill. Heals 15% slower when sick or in bed rest. The cult is growing by the day, but it is time you gave it a name. Ah. See how many letters it gives me to work with. So I can do Cult of the Caffeinated. Cult of Caffeine. Well, let me do Cult of Zombies. If you let me do Cult of Zombies, we'll do Cult of Zombies. I just don't think it'll let me do it because I think it's too many letters. It will! Cult of Zombies, that's it! It's done! That has a nice ring to it. Eat. Inspiration unlocked. Sermon. Poison enemies when attacking. They appear on crusades. Your crushes will appear on your crusades. Let's do this for now. Amaranth's beer collaboration. Okay, so like... Oh! So that's an interesting one to talk about. Kind of concerned because YouTubers have used it for content that might ruin their reputation. You're talking about Omegle? Okay, so, pretty sure Tesla made beer as well. I did not know Tesla made beer. Why are you concerned? Dude, it's only a game. I think they're talking about Omegle being gone. It's been done before. A guy made a beer brand and used yeast for his beer to make the beer. Okay, so like to explain what they're talking about here. This isn't something I would normally go over on stream, but like it's so absurd I'm going to talk about this for a brief moment. There is a beer company that has decided to do a collaboration with Amaranth, and they're wanting to make beer from... I'm getting demonetized for this instantaneously, god damn it. They're wanting to make beer from vaginal yeast. Why? And yeah, I know like stuff like this happens, and like for Amaranth, this is if nothing else a great publicity move because everyone and their grandmother's talking about it right now. So like hashtag demonetized instantaneously. Like this is like it's so bizarre. What in the walking health code violation? Yeah, see that's me. That's me. Like, and they talk about how like it's cultivated in like this specific way and this, that, and the other. And how it's like cultivated in a specific way and it's supposed to be like not like a health risk. But for me, like it's one of those things like there's always been like all these well, see, like, there have to be very, very strict restrictions on how they do it. It can be done, technically, it can be done, but there have to be very, very strict, like, procedures in place on how it's done. Because you're taking something from a human being's body and selling it for consumption. I know you have yeast, like I have yeast on my skin right now. Everyone does. Like there are a plethora of things like that are on the human body. Like I get that. I get the fact that it's on the human body. Bathwater 2.0. At least the bathwater wasn't being sold with like the idea of please drink it. I mean, like they even put like on the jar apparently don't drink this. And again, like, okay, so, like, funnily enough, I was actually talking about the bathwater incident with somebody else earlier today. I was actually talking about that with Mizu today, because, like, that, like, it's absurd. It's an absurdity, like, selling this beer, selling bathwater. all that stuff, it is absurd. But at the same time, for the person selling it, they know their audience enough to know that it will sell. They know how to market themselves in a way to, like, do this. They know how the publicity is going to be, like, taken at all sides, and that it's going to, like, people are going to think they're crazy, and other people will be like, yeah, I'm going to be all about it. Even if that beer doesn't sell, the person, Amaranth themselves is going to make money off that shit. Like, they're going to make money off the shit. They're going to get people who are going to show up and see them. Like, all this, that, and the other. Like, from a business standpoint, Amaranth just gets a straight up win on that one. So, like, what are my feelings on it? Would I drink it? No. Fuck that. I don't want it. But I'm also not much of a beer drinker to begin with. So, like, probably purchasable in packets. The only thing that would be the selling point is who it's from, even if it's purchasable in packets. See, I already don't, like, really drink beer, so for me, it's a no. It's an absolute no. Do I find it to be kind of weird, kind of off-putting? Yeah. But, I mean, fuck, we live in the South. We eat and drink everything. So, like, that's not... But it just, for me, it's just like, no, it's a no for me. But will it sell? Most likely it'll sell. There will be people who are going to buy it for the novelty. There are going to be haters that are going to buy it to, like, have it tested, because that kind of thing will happen. There's going to be people that are diehard fans that are going to want it and drink it. There's going to be creepy people that are going to want it and drink it. And that's where it gets the most off-putting for me. It just seems weird to want to drink something from somebody. Snack me. Jesus Christ. It gives a whole new meaning to term snack me. Holy crap. And that's just it for me. For me, it's not even the fact of, like, the health issue from it. There'll be, I would worry about how it's being done. I'd want to make sure it was, like, a company that, like, I know has a good track record of making things properly. But, like, for me, it's the creep factor. It's the, like, not for Amaranth, but for the people that, like, creep on the person this is coming from. Like, I wouldn't want people, like, just, like, I'd be kind of concerned about people that wanted to buy a beer made out of yeast from off of me. That would be weird to me. It would be weird for me for the people that want it. Granted, okay, but here's devil's advocate on this one. I guarantee you. I promise you this. I promise you, in the weird oddities of odd and weird shit of weird, I'll tell you this. If there were a demand for people fucking wanting my goddamn bathwater or wanting beer made from yeast from me, fuck, I would sell that shit. Why get that money? If Amaranth's gonna make bank on it, let them make bank on it. Like, fuck it, go for it. As long as it's done in a healthy way where it won't kill people to drink it, I don't really give a fuck. I think it's weird. I think it's kind of off-putting from the, not the, oh my god, it's gonna kill them factor, because I think as long as it's done right, fine, whatever. My weirder thing on it is literally just like, oh my god, I want to drink beer made from this part of this human. That's kind of creepy to me. That's kind of weird to me. It's the people buying it that are weirder to me than the people making it. Because, like I said, if Amaranth is gonna make that bank, let her make that bank. Fuck it, I don't care. If you got a way to do it, if you can convince people to buy your bathwater, buy your bathwater. You can convince people to buy beer made from your vaginal yeast, fuck it, go for it. I would do the same damn thing if I had that ability. Why? Because I understand that money's money, man. There are certain things that, like, I won't do to make money. Like, I won't go out of my way to hurt somebody to make money. I will do whatever I can to keep people fine. But, like, fuck, if people want it, if I can sit and say, yeah, my bathwater's gonna make me money, I'm gonna sell bathwater, fuck it. You're gonna have broth of zombie tonight. That's how that shit's gonna work. We'll fucking go into the tub for round 2. Stick to my tentacle growth. It's like, yeah, if that's how that would work, fuck it. Like, go for it. I'm not gonna, like, shame anybody for making it happen if they can actually make it happen. Go for it. I still find it weird, but I find it weirder from the point of the people that want it. Oh, scarce as fuck. I know ain't nobody want this, like, all this in their, it's a bathwater. Nobody wants some freaking, like, broth of zombie. But I guarantee you, like, if there was a demand, I'd sell it. Fuck it. So, for, like, people like Belle Delphine, who sold their bathwater, I don't blame Belle Delphine at all. They bought that shit. Fuck it. Go for it. They knew their audience well enough to sell it and to go for it. So I equate the beer to the same thing. People want to buy it. Fuck it. We'll let them buy it. The publicity that they're getting off of this alone that helps them in their other ventures, like their streaming, and I think they have an OnlyFans. I don't know much about Amaranth, but I think they have an OnlyFans account too. I think they're an adult content creator, but don't quote me. I could be very wrong on that. If I am, I apologize. But, like, if they are, it drags people to it. It drags people to their Instagram, it drags people to their Twitter, it drags people to Patreon. Whatever avenues of monetization they have, that's going to drag people to it. In a fucking heartbeat. The early is soul farts to drag. That one... Now, see, that one bothers me, but that one bothers me, like, for one, because that's nasty. For two, it's unsanitary. Like, that one, like, bothers me on a... It's like, if you can make the money, make it. I ain't gonna argue it. Like, if you can make the money and ain't hurt nobody, go for it. I don't care. That's on you, like, that, you do it. You gotta remember, when it comes to content creation and it comes to this kind of stuff, literally the entirety of content creation is something else that, like, I should have touched on earlier. I do this for a living. I do content creation as a living. This is my job. You know what comes with content creation? You have to know, if you're wanting to make any money whatsoever to make a living, you have to know how to sell yourself to people and make sure you're worth their time. That them doing this is the exact same thing. It's another way to sell themselves, to get people to, like, to them, to their brand and everything else. And that's what it does. Marketing wise, it's fucking brilliant. So, like, go for it. Like, do I find it weird? Fuck yeah, I find it weird. Do I find people buying it weird? Yeah, I do. But if it works, do it. If it works, do it. Because you gotta know how to sell yourself if you're going to be doing any kind of content creation. That's what this is. For me, my main pool is literally, like, anything donated to me is an investment in your future entertainment. For them, it's all kinds of other different kinds of entertainment. But go for it. So yeah, I'm not going to shame anybody who does that kind of thing. No, I do not. As I said, I'm already not enough of a beer drinker. It would go to waste. That is not my I was about to say cup of tea, but I guess it's not my bottle of beer in that regard. Oh, that one hurt me. 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 Yeah, I'd rather not. Rather not. No, thank you. Nope. Jesus Christ. Got my full and undivided attention. Oh, knock knock, hello indeed. But yeah, no, so, yeah, no. When it comes to being in the content creation field of any kind, it's all about how you can market yourself. It's all about how you can sell yourself. Like it's the same, it's very similar to retail. It's like, how can you sell yourself to this individual? How can you sell your brand to that person to make them want to support you, whether it be through views, whether it be through whether it be through views, whether it be through donations, whether it be through contributions of any kind. It's gonna literally come down to how you can market yourself. Oh my god. A whole bottle of no thank you. Have a good night, dude. I'm sorry that's what ran you off. Oh. But yeah, at the end of the day, it comes down to like what you can do and how you're going to do it. If you can do it, go for it. That old adage, if you got it, flaunt it. Well, I mean, same thing applies here. They got something that people want. People will buy it. Might as well give the people what they want. If you're willing to give it. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. Is it weird? It's weird as fuck. Do I find it be kind of I'm like, yeah, I find it kind of But like, am I gonna look at anybody weird who buys it? Yeah, I kind of am. But I'm not gonna shame people for it. I'm not gonna shame the person selling it. They're doing what they can. They're doing what they got the ability to do. Fuck it, let them do it. That's my stance on it. That's where I sit with it. That's it. Oh, Jesus. It's red the flames to increase the cult's faith. Bonfire ritual. Okay, so I need bones. Preaching sermons, performing rituals, and providing for the needs of your followers will keep their faith high. The bones of your enemies are required to perform such rituals. Destroy the skeletons to gather their bones. Return to the lands of old faith, gather bones from fallen enemies, and recruit more followers. And return to perform a ritual here in the temple. Usually raise faith or help you solve problems in the cult. Eat bones. Slaying a non-believer, desecrate their bodies to gather their bones and use them to perform dark rituals at your temple. Neato. Foods. So I have enough followers to open up new doors. We need to go back here. Opposing enemies when attacking. Swing super fast, but it does not hit hard. Smack! Running out of hearts way faster because they're aggressive and I don't deal as much damage. Ooh. Card for me. Toss an Omegle shutting down. I mean, I never really used Omegle. Like, I use like maybe, like, I use like I guess chat roulette's the same thing, but I use that like back in like the early days of me discovering the internet, and that's about it. I find that I always found Omegle to be like a creepy place because like the 1 or 2 times I used it, all I got were like creepy dudes wanted him to show me stuff I didn't want to see. And I definitely thought it was something that kids shouldn't be able to use, but there was always kids on the app, so like... If I'm completely honest, it's probably not that bad of a thing that it's gone. I'm a little surprised that it's gone, because it's been like a thing of the internet for so long. But, like, I'm not hurt that it doesn't exist. Overall weapon damage increased. Definitely another follower. Oh, he's mad. They're all dead. Oh Lord, how could I? Again? Do you see it in me, the darkness in my soul? I absolve you. Thank you, Master. Oh, that was easy enough. What's our main character in this game supposed to be? He's a lamb. That stuff. Card. Hits. Concern is that people have used Omegle that for content on YouTube that might hurt their reputation. Okay, you keep saying like they've been using content on Omegle that might hurt their reputation. The fact that Omegle's going away is going to hurt their reputation? Or are you talking about? Are you just trying to talk about the Sniper Wolf situation with the shit she pulled on that? Because like if they pulled that shit, it doesn't matter if Omegle is around or not. That might be part of the influencing of why Omegle doesn't exist anymore. If they put content on their channel they should not, then they need to be held accountable. Doesn't matter if Omegle exists or not, they need to be held accountable. And still do. Now, if you're talking about the fact that it's going to hurt people that make content based on Omegle and can't anymore, that sucks. Things like that have happened in the past. About the Bungie layoffs? I'm disappointed about the Bungie layoffs. And I can see it. You know, the main reason why the Bungie layoffs happened is because they're trying to make their numbers look good for the new current quarter. That's all that was them trying to just make their numbers look good for the next quarter, or for end of quarter. Access bonuses. Yeah, we don't get access bonuses. It's slower, but it's better. It's like, do I find it like, does it suck? Yes, but I don't like it. I don't like that it happened. I feel bad for everybody that it managed to happen to. I'm used to seeing it when it comes to companies. I'm very used to seeing it when it comes to big corporations and whatnot. It's rough for the people. It's rough for the people that got laid off. And the company probably could have found better ways to go about it. Ow. But yeah, I think it sucks. I think they could have definitely handled it better. I do also know that not only was it a thing due to like trying to make their stuff look better at end of quarter / going into next quarter, but it's also Bungie has been having a rough time of it late. Which is why they gotta do stuff like that to make things look better. Now, how they went about it was kind of scummy because, like, there was little to no warning on it, which that's also rough.
Come on.
People that may go based content, that's not going to hurt their reputation. What it's going to hurt is it's going to hurt their ability to make that content. They'll have to find something else to do. And that sucks. Okay, that kind of thing is something else that, like, we had to talk about a lot of stuff in content creation today. I'm kind of loving this. So, something that like you'll need to be aware of as a content creator. Anybody interested in making content of your own, something you will always need to be aware of, and something you'll need to pay great amount of attention to, is that anything you're making content on, anything that you're doing with content, you need to be careful of how you do it and make sure that you have multiple avenues to be able to work with. This is not always an easy thing to do. A lot of times it's easier said than done, but you need to have multiple ways to do things. Or you need to be able to be malleable and be able to bounce yourself around and adjust to changes. So what do I mean by this? Well, right now we got a lot of people that like can't make Omegle-based content anymore because Omegle doesn't exist anymore. So that sucks for them. They have to find something else to do. The same thing will happen a lot of times when you have gaming companies that go under and you are specifically known for playing a multiplayer game. Like, say, we play a lot of Splatoon around here, and there are several friends of ours that are Splatoon players. Well, Splatoon falls out of favor, Nintendo goes into massive controversy, or if the game servers just stop, you don't have content to make anymore. Now, a lot of people are like, well, we get it if the servers stop, you don't have it, but how do the other things affect you? How does the Nintendo come into controversy affect me viewing Splatoon? It actually affects you a lot. A good case in point of this are the games Overwatch and Hearthstone. Back when Blizzard was going through a lot of their first controversies, not even getting into their recent ones with like their monetization practices and all that other good jazz. No, just going over like the stuff that happened like about a year or two ago. Hearthstone fell out of favor. Like huge, big time. Like people just were so mad at Blizzard that like people were stopped playing Hearthstone and stopped playing WoW and started moving on to other games. Well, if you're a content creator that specifically plays Hearthstone, one of two things could happen to you. One, everybody who still wants to watch it could come see you, but what's more likely to happen is since everybody's pissed off at the company that makes it, they're going to stop watching it. A lot of Hearthstone content creators either suffered massive losses in views and revenue or had to completely change games altogether because it went away. Now, there were several that just straight up died out because like the numbers dropped so hard so fast they couldn't do anything about it. But then there were also several that either A, found ways to stick with the content and still kind of waited out and see if things got better, which eventually it did. Or there were other people that just said, okay, I'll play something else. And then went and played something else and eventually, like, rebuilt a following. We've had moments of that here, actually. I originally started this off playing JRPGs and horror exclusively. Everything was like either like an anime title or an indie horror game or just a straight up horror game. Like that was it. That's all we played here. And then eventually I branched out. And in some cases, branching out did great. In other cases, branching out hurt a lot. It's one of those things where you have to learn to grow and adapt. And it's part of the reason why I don't stick to any one specific thing. And it's what scares me from going too hard into any one specific thing. Which kind of sucks because sometimes there's something I want to do really, really bad, but I get worried of becoming known for said piece of content. Because you get known for doing one specific thing, changing to another can be a massive detriment. And it can hurt. But the question is how do you make that new thing entertaining? Because you're going to lose a lot of people that exclusively were there for one thing. Like, if you're there exclusively for Splatoon, and you're doing something that's not Splatoon, how do you make something else entertaining for the people that were there for Splatoon? You are going to lose some people that are just going to literally not click anything but Splatoon. Or click whatever the thing is you're known for. But how do you keep the ones around that like everything? And that's what you need to be able to do, is how can you do this? So for, like, there's this one guy I watch that actually does do Omegle content. He does Omegle pranks where he scares the hell out of people. He does, like, a lot of really cool, scary, weird shit. And, like, so the question is, what does he do now? Now that's gone. Well, what does he do? He takes, because he did so through using, like, different effects and editing tricks to be able to make things that could do this. So what does he do? Well, he'll have to take his talents of being funny, being able to creep people and weird people out, and his ability his ability with his editing and make something new with it. So is this the death of him and his channel? No. Well, hopefully not, because he does have other skills, other talents, and other abilities. He could probably make something else of himself. It depends on how he applies himself, though, to do that. Now that main thing's gone, he is going to lose a lot of people, because there are a lot of people that are just there for his Omegle content. But the next question is like, how does he keep people to watch anything he puts out? how does he remarket himself, and does his emotional state survive the fact that he's going to take a heavy loss on view count in the start? That's the biggest part, and that's what actually kills off a lot of content creators, is they'll go to swap to something else because something dies or it falls out of favor or just isn't popular anymore. They'll go to swap to something else because they want it, or they'll get burned out or bored. So they'll go to swap to something else, and upon doing so, they'll notice that their viewership plummets. Now, there's two things that person can do to keep themselves afloat. One is they can say, fuck it, go back to what they were doing as long as it still exists, and try to retain that audience. Or two, they can throw themselves hardcore into the new thing, take the fact they're going to get a loss on viewership, they're going to get a loss on revenue, they're going to get a lot of losses, and they're going to be dipped in the algorithm for a little bit. They're going to have to take all these losses, and if they can take those losses and they can hold out with them, as well as find a way to make that fun, make that popular, make it something that people will want to see and something people will want to interact with, aka can he remarket himself and rebrand himself? If he can do this without like letting the depression of losing all that for that short amount of time, or however long that time's going to last, then he can do great. He can bounce back. It's all a matter of how do you make yourself bounce back? Or do you let the fact that that one thing hurts you so much that it could kill you off? Do you let it do it? Do you let it end you? Do you let it kill you off? Quit playing at Blizz when they had the Hong Kong fiasco. Yep, that was a big one for us here too. One sec. I do a thing. But yeah, so that's... Will it destroy them? No. Hopefully not. But if it destroys them, it comes down to how they rebrand themselves and how they can market themselves. Will it hurt them? It's going to hurt, but will it kill them? That's purely dependent on them. Will it whether or not it'll defeat them depends on them. Is it going to be a massive setback? Yes. Is it going to hurt? Yes. Is it going to cause issue? Yes. Can they survive it? Also yes. But it's going to come down to them and what they can do. Now, will it be easy? Absolutely not. As William Afton once said, I always come back. You're not wrong. Damn it! Oh. That's not good. Death is a consequence. Rise once more, vessel. Matters not how many times you're struck down. Cold shot. I died. Convert your cult. Convert me to your cult and I will follow your teachings. Okay, so Soul Reaper. Let's go with Chaos, because that's the first part of your name. Alright. Pick your animal. Box. Alright, what color? Choose your fighter. Very dark red, but without orange. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be as close as we can get to that. All right. Do you want tattoos, or do you want to have the 5 o'clock shadow, or do you want to be normal? Stop playing immediately and never finish out the 6 months I paid for. Oof. But I also get that. Devotion 15% slower. Maybe help collect stone. Bed's built. There's enough food cooked right now. There's enough food cooked right now. To me! It is all time for a dance! This is well and good, but there is so much more you can take from them. Give them gifts, complete quests, and perform blessings for them, and you will increase their loyalty to you. Once they are totally loyal to you, they will give you everything they own. Watch as I show you. You, follower, come back in here. Increase followers' loyalty to level them up. They will reward you with devotion and a commandment stone fragment. Each time a follower levels up, it will generate additional devotion when at a sermon or worshiping at a shrine. Sure to cultivate their loyalty. To increase their loyalty, you can give a follower a blessing once a day when you interact with them. You can also give them gifts, complete quests for them, perform sermons, and many other actions. I wish to teach you, but I am old and grow weary. Visit me at my home, and I will show you how to harness the true power of the Red Crown. Things I can put up with, but I hate politics, and I hate it even more when a company blatantly gets involved in world politics that are none of their business. Please someone for dollars. Hey children, we talk about the legend of Hylia. Cool, we can travel to new places. Before we do. We have a blessing. Neat.
Oh!
And a stone piece.
Shalom campana, shamala campana.
There's nothing to eat? I'm so excited. I thought it showed that there was food. Maybe there's nothing to eat. There's food to eat. Yeah, so there's nothing to eat, but there is food. Your cult will cause your followers to become sick. If a follower becomes sick, assign them bed rest, or they could die. So allow them to slowly recover. Poop, vomit, and dead bodies cause illness to spread quickly throughout your cult. Cleaning messes and burying bodies will prevent the spread of illness. That's great. You.
Shalom campana.
Maybe there's nothing for you to eat. There's plenty for you to eat. That's cooked food. I literally just cooked food. Where is the food to eat? Oh, I haven't been cooked yet. I was waiting for this. There we go. There's no rest that needs to be cleaned.
No. Shalom Bagaya.
Oh. You say it's gross, but why don't you help me out? Where's her poop? Ah, poop. I can pet the dog! I can pet the dog! Yep, 10 out of 10 game. Pet the dog. Can pet the dog, 10 out of 10 game. Okay.
Shalambaka.
Okay. Actually, the one game mechanic we all need all the time. Damn right. I must thank you. By relieving me of my duties, you have granted me what I desire most. Peace. Now that I have taught you everything you need to know, I can pass my days playing knucklebones. I have friends on their way to join me for a game or two as we speak. A rowdy bunch, to be sure. But I am now I am retired and free to enjoy myself. President discovered my humble cottage. Be careful you don't make any mistakes, the same mistakes I did, or you will end up in a place just like this. Now, perhaps the name of Knucklebones, you don't know it? Why, it's simple. Step to the table and I will show you. Take the shiny thing first. Gift to raise loyalty to a follower. Dice game of risk and reward. How to play. Match dice. The dice, the same number are placed at the same column, multiply their value. Destroy opponent. Destroy your opponent's dice by matching yours to theirs. Got it. Speaking of Hearthstone, this sounds just like Hearthstone. Rude. Huh? Huh? I'm still streaming. Huh? One sec. Peeps, give me like 1 second. I have a slight emergency to deal with. Okay. Okay. Companies and items. Yeah, I gotta change batteries out of it. I was letting these batteries out before I replaced the batteries. Okay. Ow. Okay. I want to finish this. What the fuck did he do? What a penis. I want to finish this out. We're probably gonna have to end in just a moment. I'm fine. Just I had to pick up my grandmother. My back's hurting a little bit because of it. I want to finish this up. I've got her in bed. She's okay. She didn't hurt anything. She just fell. She shook herself a bit. I'm going to finish up this dice game and get back to where we need to be, and then I'm going to end for the night. We will play more tomorrow, but I gotta go handle a few things. She's okay. No one freak out. If she wasn't, I would have just had Shaman in the stream. Oh, that's how that works. Everything goes there. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Damn. Let's go the dice game. I'm assuming the dice game ends once all of one player's board is filled, and then whoever has the most points wins. Every time you roll a die, you put it in one of these 9 squares, and if you put it in one of these 9 squares, and your opponent has a set of 9, and your opponent has a dice in the same row as you, that has the same number, like say they have a 6 on their side, and I drop a 6 down, I delete whatever they have, and vice versa. So if I put, since I have a 6 here, if they put a 6 above that 1, it would have eaten my 6 out from underneath me. Go back and forth until both players have played all dice. This actually sounds like a fun game. I think I could enjoy playing that. By the one below, you're a natural. Here, you've earned yourself a prize. Ooh, tarot card. Hearts 2. Gain an extra heart. Neat. So that means I have to show up my tarot pulls. I want to, but I can't. It's like, yeah, I want it. No, you don't. You don't got time to do that. You got stuff you gotta go do. Alright, so. Save. And I gotta go ahead and quit. Actually, looks like a dice game. I could actually have fun just playing around for shits and giggles. Okay, so, I hate doing it because I was going to actually play till about 2:30, but Grandma says she's okay, but her leg's kind of swollen, so I want to go and kind of keep an eye on her tonight. I'm going to go and do a couple things. I'm going to make her a new ice pack. I want to elevate her leg some, and I want to go take care of Grandma for the night. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. It'll either be more of this or it'll be Dead by Daylight. I haven't figured out which yet, but it'll be one or the other. We'll have some more fun with this. I need to go and I need to go take care of them and just make sure everything stays okay. But I do appreciate everyone who came out here tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed Cult of the Lamb. I actually have been enjoying the hell of this. I didn't know what really to expect for this game. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I am, but I'm actually really kind of loving this, and I can't wait to add the rest of the members as cult members. This is going to be kind of fun. I think it's going to be pretty silly. So, but as you all know, this is always going on. Your coffee fuel, gingerbread, undead. This has been Cult of the Lamb, where we're going to join the cult of the zombie. We're going to take care of yourselves, take care of each other. As always, pleasant nightmares. I will see all of you lovely peeps again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Meh.